Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me kind of a video. I had a bunch of products that I accumulated over the past few months and I hadn't had the chance to test out every single product out here. And since I was using it for the first time anyways, I just figured I would come out here and get ready with you guys. So without any further delay, let's get started. So not all products are new over here. So I just have like some products which are new. So we're going to try those, and everything else I'm going to be using my regular products. I'm going to be prepping my skin with my Becca Backlighting Priming Filter. And I got this LA Girl Pro Conceal corrector in the shade orange. Yeah, the orange corrector. And I haven't had the chance to really use it, so I'm going to use it today. I just took a tiny little drop on my hand, and this can be too strong, so I don't want to like add too much into it. Now orange corrector is used to like cancel out any like darkness under your eye. Now don't use too much, because if you don't use a full coverage concealer, like today I'm not using a full coverage concealer, it could get a little messy and the orange could come through, so I'm gonna use... Okay, so for my foundation I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 310 Sun Beige. This is not a new one to me, I have used it before, but I'm going to be using a new foundation brush, so I just figured I'll show this step too. And I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and this is a super fluffy brush. It's kind of a dome shape in the front, and recently one of my colleagues was doing my makeup and she used it on me, and I knew that it was just so soft, and I'm like, what foundation brush are you using? And she said, it's from e.l.f. So when I went to New York and there's an e.l.f. store in there, I just popped in there and I got this one and the contour brush. It feels really soft on skin. It seems to blend in really well. A quick tip is, if you want more coverage on your foundation, you can use a brush like this and like push the foundation in a little bit, and that'll give like more coverage. You know what? I'm gonna put my hair back in a pony so it's not disturbing me. For the concealer, I have an old concealer again. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and it's in the shade Medium Tawny. This is not a full coverage concealer, but I do like the effect that it gives on my skin. And I'm gonna just take it on top of my eyes too, so I can use it as a eyeshadow primer. For setting my skin, I'm going to be using this RCMA No Color Powder, and I got this from Namies too when I went to California, and I haven't had the chance to use it. It does have a lot of kick up, and I do not like the packaging of it, but I do hear that it's a good product. And I kind of like using a sponge to apply my powder, because I have dry skin, so if I use too much powder, I do want to set my face with some powder, but when I use a brush it tends to show in the dry patches more, so I like doing this. I don't have a brow product too, so I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm going to do it off camera and I'll be back. I don't know if I used this kit on my channel yet, but I've been really liking it. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and it's a contour palette that has contour and bronzing shades and some setting powder. And I also got this e.l.f. contouring brush, and I really wanted to use it today, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of this lightest shade out here. It's called Subconscious, and I'm going to use it on the hollows of my cheek. Now this brush is a little bit stiffer. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe it would work well with like a cream contour, but I don't know about powder contour. For the bronzer, I have this Estee Edit The Barest Bronzer, and it was on sale on Sephora recently. I'm not sure if it's still on sale, but if it is, I would link it down below. I think it's getting discontinued, and so when I saw this, I'm like, it's a pretty nice bronzer, and it also has a good mirror, so I just figured I would try it out. It's pretty warm, so if you don't like a warm bronzer, you probably would not like this. For the blush today, I'm going to be using this Essence Satin Touch blush. I have used it a couple of times before, so it's not really new to me, but I didn't have a new blush. If you're looking for an affordable option, and if you have an Ulta closer to you, then Essence is a good option. For the highlighter, I have been obsessed with this Dose of Colors Mera Mein highlight, and it's this beautiful rose gold highlight, and I've been using it ever since I got this. It's just so pretty on skin. You can make it look very natural, or you can like build it up to be like really pigmented. Either way, I really like this one. I wanted to keep it very simple, so I'm pretty much done with my face. Now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. I'm gonna be using this NYX birthday palette. Now this is something that I received as a birthday gift from NYX, and NYX offers birthday gifts for people who are subscribed to their loyalty program. So if you're subscribed, then they would send your link on your birthday, so you can go to the nearest Ulta store and buy your palette. And every month it differs. Like sometimes it's like a palette, sometimes it's like mascara, and so I really liked the payoff of it. I'm gonna be using this shade, the lighter shade out here, to set my base. Now I have used this eyeshadow before a little bit, but I haven't used this too much, and this is the newest palette I had, so I figured I would use this. Now I'm gonna go into this shade out here. It's a brown shade, and I'm gonna use it as a transition and a crease shade. I'm not gonna go with like a complicated eye look today. I'm trying to keep it very simple, but I would use a few of these colors to show you guys how it blends in. And I know all NYX eyeshadows are pretty good. And now I'm going to use this bronzy shade all over my eyelid, and I'm going to use my fingertip to do this. It's a everyday color. If you want a little bit of shimmer, then this is a pretty color. I'm going to go back to the same brush and blend it all together. I'm going to go into this deeper brown out here, and I'm going to use it in under my eye just to give a little bit of definition. I'm sorry, my camera cut me off again, and I just went ahead and finished the rest of my eye look. I just used my Estee Lauder brown eyeliner on my waterline, and I used this Colossal mascara, and I also used a little bit of my Mera Mein highlight on my inner corner, and that's the finished look. I wanted it to be very natural today. The final product is this lip product, and it's the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment. It's in the shade American Woman. We went to New York recently on a trip. On our last day of our trip, we were going around New York City, and my husband suddenly took me to this NARS store, and he's like, well, this is a flagship store, you've got to buy something. So I wanted to get something. I've never like purchased NARS before, although I have tried a few of their products, but I've never really had anything on my own, so I got really excited and I wanted to get the newest one in store. And this is the lip pigment that it's like a liquid lipstick, and it just came into stock, and I had like 5 minutes to choose the color, so I had to like quickly run around and like pick the color. And I did think about getting like a brighter pink or a red, like a signature color. Thought it'll also be nice to use like an everyday color, so I got this color. American Woman is a super pretty pink, but it's like a dusty pink almost, and it's really pretty. So I'm gonna try that on my lips. And the other day when I was trying it, I just watched the color and I had to remove it, so I'm gonna try it for the first time. The applicator is really interesting. It's got a fine tip in the end, so that's an interesting applicator. The formulation is kind of thin and it glides on well. So I'm done with the rest of my makeup, and I finished applying my lipstick. This is a beautiful everyday color. If you guys are looking for something to wear to work or something to wear to college, something that you want it to stay longer and want it to look very natural, then this is a pretty color, American Woman. Let's check if it's transfer proof. I see a little bit of transfer, not too much where you can notice, but it does have a little bit of transfer. But NARS lipsticks are traditionally really good, so hopefully it'll last longer. Other than that, I really like the foundation brush that I used. The bronzer was really good. Actually also got the pore minimizing like the stick primer with this. I should have used that. I don't know why I didn't, but that's also like a very famous product, but I would use it in a future video soon. I really like this NYX birthday palette too. It did blend really well. And I love this RCMA no color powder. It is really finely milled, so it like disappeared into the skin. So I'm really happy with how my makeup turned out. What do you guys think? Do you like it? And thank you so much for watching this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye guys.